Spotlight on Frazee is sponsored by these community-minded businesses and organizations. Frosty Family Foods. What a hometown grocery store should be. Friendly staff, family-owned, and a wide variety of groceries to fulfill your needs. The City of Frazee and Frazee Event Center, featuring a 5,000 square foot room, a built-in stage, and a full-service bar. Perfect for a multitude of events. Call or click to book your event.
Welcome to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ledke, and I'm here at the Frazee City Shop with Frazee Street and Utility Supervisor, Larry Stephenson. Hi, Larry.
How you doing, Hank?
Pretty good. Good to see you. Yeah. So, I mean, now that we're in the banana belt, what do you guys do with all your time?
Well, I think we could have grown oranges up through Christmas this year, but the weather kind of finally changed right after the holidays, and it started raining and turned to snow and ice, and I guess we've been kind of trying to get some of that pack and that ice pack that was on the road from when it got cold there for 2 weeks. Now we got turned back into spring, so.
Well, and, it's like this morning I went out, and the car was covered just in a slight bit of ice.
It was, because it was drizzling again this morning, and and it's odd, especially we're still in the month of January.
Yeah. And of course, you've been out using this big boy behind me.
Well, yeah, we've been out trying to get what has been packed on the roads. It's surprising for the little bit of snow we've had for how tough this was to get off the streets.
Yeah. And of course, we're through with the holidays, so you got the Christmas decorations out of the way. That was a biggie.
Yeah, we got them down shortly after the new year, and so everything's rolled along that way. And of course, with the mild winter, we've had time to work on some of our equipment and fix a few things that needed fixing. So it's working out that way pretty good.
Well, and I know you've been working down at the skating rink trying to keep that going there. I know the biggest problem there for a while, it was thawing all the time. It wasn't cold enough.
Yeah, exactly. And that was after Christmas before we got that ready to go for the kids to skate. And we had real good ice up until probably now today again. So as the weather keeps warming up, that'll start getting bad again. So hopefully we get a little bit of cold so the kids can enjoy a little more of the winter activities.
Well, yeah, and I don't see anything coming up for snow here in the next week or so either.
No, I don't know. We might have one of them years where we end up with grass fires in March.
Yeah. I hate to think of that kind of stuff, But I know, people never realize, how much stuff goes on in a little city. And of course, with the 87 project, you ended up with all kinds of sidewalks now to do too.
Oh, we gained, we got a 10-foot sidewalk that goes all the way from River Drive north up there past the high school, clean down to Town Lake Beach that we keep clean, or try to keep clean anyway, so people have a place to walk there. And, it is surprisingly how much that stuff does get used once it's there to use.
I see people walking around all the time on it, and some of them are just out for a walk.
Yep, a lot of people around town, they get out and walk every day. You see the same people and walking the path behind the shop here. That's a nice walking area, and you got the new 10-foot wide sidewalk that people seem to enjoy. And I guess eventually when that gets to be part of the bike trail or whatever is going to happen there when that gets finished, who knows?
Hopefully that's going to be this spring. We're getting ready, I hope, to let bids on the Heartland coming from the bridge on into Frazee in March or April.
Oh, well, that'll be nice. That we always figured that was the bridge to nowhere for quite a few years here once that got erected.
It was.
So,
but Larry, I always appreciate what you guys do. I mean, how many years now? 30?
Well, now we're getting up there close to 28. I suppose we're going to be going on my 28th year soon. So,
yeah,
been at a few changes in town. I think the town is slowly improving. We got some new buildings, a lot of new streets, new water and sewer in the ground. So.
And more coming this spring.
We got a little bit more on the east end of town now. There'll be a complete reconstruct there. So, we're getting the town improved every year, hopefully, little at a time.
That's what it takes, sir. Thank you for being on the program, Larry. It's always a privilege. Welcome back to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ledke. There's an echo in here. Oh, echo, echo. And I'm here with Heather. How are you doing, Heather?
I'm great. How are you today?
Not bad. This is really sunny in here, and I really like this that you're doing here.
Thank you. Well, these are my mom and I, Sharon Trigloff-Johns, are doing all Norman Rockwells in here. So we want not only Cornerstone to be a destination, but we want Cornerstone's bathroom to be a destination. And since we are an art center and we'll be selling artwork, we thought, what more perfect than to put Norman Rockwell's artwork up as in the bathroom.
Well, what a classic artist from the last century. We see these things, and this is so much a picture of life. Absolutely. In the early part of the last century.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, my mom and I keep going through the pictures. We're like, oh, I love this one. Oh, I love this one. We got to make sure to get this one up there because there's just, oh, that reminds me of this. And I mean, there's just so many fun, great pictures that he did. He was an amazing artist.
And I know that you guys have a fundraiser coming up.
We do. It's called Frosty Family Fun Night, and it is in conjunction with Polarfest. It is on Friday, February 16th, and the doors open at 5. But if you get a table, 8 people for $80, then you can get in at 4 because we are playing trivia that night. And so if you want to decorate a table, you can get bonus points for decorating your table. And if you come in costume to match your table, you can get additional bonus points. So whoever has the best costume, the best table, it'll definitely be worth your while.
And so this will be at the event center.
Yes, it'll be at the Frazee Event Center. Again, doors open at 5.
Well, this sounds like an interesting idea of decorating the tables and decorating yourselves. It should bring out some very great ingenuity in some of the people.
Absolutely. Well, then we also have some other fun stuff with the trivia. We'll play 5 trivia games, but 2 will be picture puzzles, and then the other 3 will be questions. And you will be able to steal people from teams. And you also, and just for 1 round, and the benefit of that is maybe you're really great on what's something you're really good on.
Cars.
So maybe the topic is cars. So I know that I want Hank Ledke on my team so people can bid up to get you on their team for 1 round. And you also have the opportunity to throw people in jail, and then they can also bail you out of jail. So we have the fun police coming as well. So that's just the trivia part of it. Then we'll also have Family Feud, 3 rounds of Family Feud. And so that ought to prove to be lots of fun as well.
And so are you doing a dinner with us or anything?
We will have food. We're going to have 2 chilies. We'll have a red and a white chili prepared by Gobbler Grub and Pub. And then we'll have hot dogs, ice cream sundaes, and root beer floats. We'll also have kids carnival games. So kids carnival games and minnow races throughout the evening, as well as a coloring station. So it is a really fun family night for everybody.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a great thing, and of course, I see the work here is just continuing. All this sheetrocking and everything else that's going on here reminds me when I used to do this stuff many years ago.
Well, yeah, I'm glad that I'm not the sheetrocker, but Kelly sure does an amazing job. So, we've had Frazee Electric, and Frazee Electric is also our primary sponsor for the event. So I just really want to recognize them and say thank you for sponsoring Frosty Family Fun Night at the Frazee Event Center.
Well, that's great. So, we look at how Cornerstone has moved in the last few years. From trying to find a place to getting a place to starting to work on the place and getting all the kids moving. And, it's actually came along very quickly considering the magnitude of work that's being done.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, we've served over 250 kids since we've opened our doors. So that's very exciting. And anybody can come from any town. So Detroit Lakes, Perm, anywhere, everybody is welcome. So we're just excited to be serving. And our kitchen downstairs, that is busy every single night. You know, they're making popcorn and brownies and cookies and
Grapes.
yeah, exactly. So it's a very well-used facility.
Well, I appreciate you being on the program, and I look forward to the events coming up, and like I say, this has been a tremendous project, not just for our community, but like you say, for the whole area, and great for kids and adults both. So, remember, pet the dog, hug the kids, kiss the wife, and wave at the neighbor. The next person you wave at could be your next best friend. And you won't be seeing me for a few weeks here on TV3. Heather's brother, Heather Ware, will be taking over for part of it. And one of our favorites also, Kitty Kivelak, will be doing a few shows while I'm out getting a new knee put in. So we'll see you in the spring.